Hey you guys, I haven't made a YouTube video really ever in my whole entire life, so this is my first YouTube video. My name is Ryan, and I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay. So I don't know, but I was planning on telling like my coming out story, which is really funny, but I don't know. I'm just trying to like figure out how I'm gonna bring it to you guys. Okay, so my coming out story. It's kind of hard because like there's a few of them actually, like a few good ones. I'm not feeling it. I don't know why, but okay. So my first coming out story. Okay, so I had my friend Michelle Swab over. Let me do that over again. I had my friend Michelle come over. It was my best friend at the time. She was such a, oh my god, I freaking loved her. She's awesome. But so how are we doing? Oh, we were on the couch because my parents were in Mexico for a week or something. So I had her stay over for a few days. Whenever she had a few of her friends over, blah blah blah. And so pretty much we were on the couch and sitting there. And she was like, she kind of saw me texting someone, but she didn't know who it was, and she was just like asking me. I was like, oh, just my friend. She's like, you're lying. And I was like, I'm not, but obviously I was. And then we were on the couch, and she's like, I swear you're gay. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe she said that. What am I gonna do? Like, what the hell am I gonna say back? She was like, I swear you're gay. I just swear you're gay, Ryan. And I was just like, and she was like, it's okay. She's like, I love you no matter what. She's like, I'll always be your friend. And I've had people say that to me before. And I've always said like, no. And then I'd be like, that's kind of fucked up that you'd say that like to me. Like, when you ask me if I'm gay, like that's really messed up. Like, I'm not gay. Like, what are you talking about? I had a girlfriend, blah blah blah, all this shit. And it came to a point where I was like, damn, like this is my best friend, so like I'm not being real to her. Like, I loved her at the time, and like I still love her, but so I was like no, and she was like, Ryan. I was like, no, I'm not, and I was smiling, and she was like, why are you smiling? I'm like, cause I'm not. And she's like, you're lying, you're smiling, and then I was like, you promise won't tell anybody? And she was like, no. And I was like, alright, I am. And then she was like, oh my god, I knew it. And she gave me a hug, and she's like, am I the first person you told? And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh my god. And she like freaked out, and she was so happy. And she was the first person I admitted to, and the first person I kind of didn't tell her, but I answered her. And it was such a relief, even knowing that one person, even though like knowing like, holy shit, like this girl can go tell everyone. And having all those issues in my head, even though I knew she wasn't, and she never really did. I don't think she did. It was really cool. It was like, no, not really like a weight lifted, but like more of like a weight like chopped in half, but there was still shit on my shoulders. And I was just really happy that she knew, and I feel like I could talk to stuff about guys, and we would go to the mall, and I'd be like, well, that guy's cute. She'd be like, I know, da, 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 da. And it's just like really cool to have a friend that I could really be myself around. And I'm too bad we're not friends anymore. We got in an argument, whatever, but like it's shitty together. We always we had sleepovers, movie nights, did crazy things together. But you know what? I wish her the best future, and I hope she wishes me the best future, however you want to say that. But I miss her though. I do. But yeah. So that was my coming out story to like my friend. And then my parents, I was at my friend Nicole's house. I'm not friends with her anymore, but me and her, we used to be like best friends. Like in the summer, her eyelash in my eye. Sorry. But in the summer, I would stay at her house for like a week at a time, like one straight week, or like 4 or 5 days, 10 days, even like a week and a half, like whatever. I think that's 10 days. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, no, it's like 12 to 13, whatever, same shit. But so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so to my parents, this kid I was talking to at the time, I told him I was like, cause we were gonna like further our relationship or whatever, and I told him I was like, I wanted to my parents like tell him, just tell him, just tell him, and I was like, okay, so I just told them. I was at my friend's house and I texted my mom, even though I know if anybody even comments on this video, which I barely like doubt it's gonna be likes. But everyone's like, no, why did you text your parents when you came out? Da 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 da. You should give them respect to say it. Fuck you. Like, for real, like, whatever. Like, it's how I felt comfortable. And half you bitches that even say that shit are probably not even out yet. So, okay. Sorry, I had to get that out. But, like I was saying, I texted my mom and I was like, da da da. Well, he actually made a text for me to send to my mom. Whatever, but I got it. It was like kind of like rushed. I was like, what the fuck? But I just like added my own shit to it and like my little quirks that she knew I would say. And then I sent it to her, and she texted me back. And she was like, I love you no matter what. And I was so happy. I was crying. And that's my friend Nicole and my friend Nicole was like, oh my god, do it, just do it. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm so scared. And then she's like, just do it, I'll always be here for you. I'll always be here for you. And I was like, okay, I believe you. So then I did it, and then I told her, and she was like, oh my god, what'd they say? And she kept on asking like every few minutes, like, oh my god, did they text back, did they text back? And they did. My mom texted back, she's like, you'll always be my little Ryan, I love you no matter what. And just being really nice to me, and I was so happy after that. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, like, I had nothing that my dad just found out, and then and then my mom was like, alright, I'm gonna pick you up tomorrow. I was like, no, we have plans tomorrow, so I just picked me up the next day. And then my dad and my mom talked to me about it, and they love me still, and everything's good. So, it's kind of like, I have lame coming out stories. And then, pretty much how I came out to my whole entire school and to everybody was all my really close friends. I told them, I was like, like I told them, I told them individually. I didn't post it on any social networking at all because that I feel like there's a chance it can cause problems, even though it would be stupid. But I felt like if I didn't make it a big deal, that others wouldn't make it a big deal, which that's what happened, even though a lot of people already knew. But I talked to my friends, like my really close friends. I told them, I was like, da 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 da, I'm, and they were like, oh my god. Like, some of them were like, oh my god, really? Some of them didn't believe me because I was in such rejection. But the ones that did believe me, ones that were like, oh my god, I always knew it, da da da. And I was like, I know, whatever. And then some of them were like, oh my god, no, really, da da da. And then, so, yeah. And then I guess word kind of spread around, everyone was like, alright, it's confirmed. So it was confirmed, and everyone would ask me about it. So not everyone, some people would come up to me and be like, yeah, I am. Some people asked me why I was always hiding it. I was like, it's because like I always felt like if my parents found out, then I would be kicked out or something stupid. But everything's okay. Everything is more than okay. I feel happy. Like, I feel like myself. I feel like I could say whatever I really want to say without thinking, oh my god, do you think my parents think I'm gay because I said that? Like, I'm myself, I'm me. I can express myself properly, and I feel healthy as a person to be able to do that. And yeah, it just feels amazing. So everyone who thinks, oh my god, coming out, it is going to be extremely hard, because it was extremely hard. And some people have different people around them, that might react different, but I'm just saying, for me, like, bottom point, you will never truly be yourself until you really come out. Some people say, oh, it's nobody's business, but it feels good to let people know who you really are and who you love. um, to me, it's just all worth it. All the pain that does come with it. There's some issues that come with it. No one in school has ever. Well, I mean, they used to bully me. Now it's like no one says shit because it's not like. I mean, if they did, what are they gonna say? I mean, I'm gonna be like, yeah. And they're gonna be like making fun of people. Are gonna be like, you're stupid. Like, why would you even make fun of that? And they know I whooped them anyway. So what's up? But yeah. So everything's good now. I'm really happy, and I just not encourage, not forcing no one to come out, but I'm just saying it feels so good. Like now I have no bricks on my shoulders, at all. I'm happy. I have a boyfriend, and my family knows about him. I showed them, talked to them about him, and it just feels good to know that I don't have to censor like gay stuff in front of my parents because I'm lucky. I'm a very lucky person with that. I'm a very lucky person with that. So I don't want to make the video too long. It's already 10 minutes, I think, or something like that. I'll probably, I don't know, cut it shorter, edit it and stuff. But I just want to let everyone know that it does get better and that things do happen. Like it is very, very painful, but it's good. It's good not to hide who you really are because I've seen some people that are like old men and they just come out. You know, it's really sad, like, you've been hiding yourself for that long. It's just, I could never do it. Like, and I came out about, like, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, I came out. I'm 17, I'm in 10th grade. No, 10th grade, sorry. 11th grade. I'm in 11th grade. So, I don't know, it's just, everything's really good now. And I'm just, I encourage people to come out, because it's like, I don't know, it just feels like a whole new you. You feel different. People accept you. There's people who don't accept you, obviously, but then there's more people that are like, wow, I have so much respect for you for coming out and who you are, you know? And it just feels really good to know that people love you and that people love you for you because I felt like since I wasn't out, people didn't know the real me. I felt like people didn't love the real me. And some people might disagree. A lot of people might disagree, but that's just how I feel. Like, if you're giving someone fake, like if you're giving someone like not true you, the real you, you're hiding things, these things that you want to say, you're just hiding things, period. I feel like that person doesn't know you truly who you are, so they really can't love you. And I felt like my life was a lie in a way. So I came out and I feel like people can really love me. Me, because I love me.